This is Dr. Philip DRICE. Today is September 16, 2012. "15 more days until the first of the month. Then eight more days. That's 23 days. Before I can walk into New York State Supreme Court in Queens County. That's west of here. By about a half a mile. With my back carrying this pack. And I'm going to be looking for justice out of heaven. I'm going to be looking for justice out of heaven. Or I just wasted my life. You can't tell me that I'm bagged a New York State Senator. Just bagged me a New York State Senator. Unprecedented history where a man can sit here and say, I bagged me a New York State Senator and dare you to make me prove it. If you're watching this show, you shouldn't have a problem by going to my channel. And this video presentation will also air on each of my 3 websites. There are 3 websites for selling the book, Redline, where I've busted, and I can be proud to say it. I've got a headache because I'm so hungry. I've only got pennies in my pocket to get on the bus, waiting my turn to get justice from heaven. Woo! New York State Senator Huntley's out of business. One of my fans, one of my friends, an older lady who loves my work, said to me, the rest of the elected officials are shaking in their boots because nobody knows when the shoe's gonna drop. That brings to political accountability every elected official in town. That's every black elected official in town to represent all people, all kinds of different people. And my thing is, since they were so derelict in their duties, they shouldn't be rewarded for bad behavior. The Democrats shouldn't get a pass. It's not I'm anti-Democrat, but you got black elected officials and white Democrats that are just bloodline cowards, bloodline traitors, bloodline liars. I'm not saying the Republicans are any better, but at least they have a smart audience to spew their garbage to, and people just don't buy it. The Democrats, they get these suckers to buy it. I'm sitting there asking a black woman who saw the Democratic National Convention. Hello, madam. Hello. That's a Haitian lady. And I asked this woman, what's up with your black president? I'm a French guy. I speak your language to accommodate you. Parce que je suis français moi-même. Je ne suis pas américain. Hi, ladies. Hello. That's what you call beautiful young ladies. They're polite. They're nice. All right? Nice. Now, let's get back to business. A black woman like one of those two, but a little bit more mature, in her 30s, when I asked her about her black president, after watching the national convention, she was down for Obama and talking about let's give him another chance. And here you go. That's your Mexican taking one of your black women, and they're going to start a brand new race, not mulatto, but Blaxican. Because the Mexicans got jobs, and the black guys don't. And black people under siege. Racism has gotten worse in America, less sensitivity since the president's been in power. That's not an accident. It is alleged. It's not an accident. Because the pain America has to go through in its transformation, in its growth, hello, must accommodate pretty Hispanic women just like that. And they've got an agenda, just like the Russian women. Come on now. Remember Elena and my infatuation with her? Remember Priscilla? She's on the videos. Her job was to tame me. For Dante Medina of Valley Gym, so I wouldn't help those guys put together this fight for all the black people he fired. I don't have anything against anybody, man. I'm fighting for blacks and Puerto Ricans in public houses. The overflow detriment to that is that every time I see racism, it just infuriates me. And I suffer a lot of it. I suffer a lot of it, and I mostly suffer from it from black people as a tangible retaliation scheme. Whereas the other ones, they just hold people that look like me in other contempt and disdain. The Hispanic community is not a friend of the black community, period. But nobody's been able to say that. And I ain't got anything on with that. I love Genesis. She's Dominican. But the Dominicans don't like no Haitians. Unless it's a Haitian that can speak Spanish. Look, Spanish people, you don't know how much of a disservice you guys are doing to your people by not helping them assimilate into American culture with English. That Spanglish can't get you too far. It'll keep you in the servant class, and you'll be ruled by somebody. And then you'll figure, since you're light skinned, that you're the house Negro, and you should get an automatic first token as a token Negro. Are you kidding me? The Dominican Republic was a colony of Haiti. My country ceded the seed of freedom and independence for countries all over Central and South America. As a sibling of Haitian aristocrats, I am obligated by my bloodline and my roots of my great-grandfather, who was a British guy, a European guy, and I'm a European guy. My mother made sure she went and spent that money, got in the right circles, came from the right circles, and became the head chef for Mrs. Elizabeth Lomberg. No shame in that. My mother was the pioneer that led the DRICE family out of Haiti to prosperity in America. I'm a prosperous man in America. I am homeless with a backpack, and I think I'm richer than you. That are the people that I'm talking about, my fans out there on YouTube. They are the people that come to this bus station. I'm richer than most every single one of them, if not every single one of them. Now, why would somebody say that? That must be crazy. No, I'm not. I own the legacy of the Bloomberg administration as a fascist. The first casualty in the war that they brought to my door is New York State Senator Shirley Huntley, who was embarrassed in public, humiliated, carried off like she was a slave, in handcuffs. The only thing she didn't have was a chain around her neck. And I would have liked to have seen chains on her feet. Because you can't be a black elected official and you're such a black traitor to your conquered race in stasis that's being plummeted. White folks can't help you. It ain't their job to give you a buffer from the immigration they need to continue to grow this country and this economy. The Hispanics ain't your friends, black people. I don't mean that in a bad way. If they come to your neighborhood, you can't afford their rent. The Spanish landlord going to give them your apartment because you're getting $500 up front. The security deposit ain't going to get the rent, ain't going to get paid every month on time. The landlord's going to make profit. The super is a hero in more ways than one. Because of America's dependence on entitlements of the Democratic Party, I can no longer support the Democratic Party and what it's doing. Not that I was a Democrat, but I worked for them. As a matter of fact, in history, it may note that I worked for the Bloomberg campaign and the Thompson campaign for mayor the very same year. After testifying against Bloomberg at the third term here. An absolute phenom where I must accept the loneliness at the top. I ain't touched a woman in 10.5 years. Do you know how greedy I am for pretty women? Do you know how greedy I am for pretty women? You have no idea. You know how greedy I am for pretty women. Well, Samson had hair as his weakness, and lust is my weakness. I had to cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. That's biblical. Because what I'm doing's got to be divine. Only God could have sent me with this mission. What else is it? Now I got Cynthia over at the building across the street from the post office telling me, we've been asking about you. People have been saying they did you wrong. I mean, Tom Crater comes right here to this library in front of everybody to tell me I was vindicated, and then refer me to Shane at the Veteran Street to Home Shelter Program, or Veterans Advocacy Company, non-profit. And there's a guy called Mike who's been Chris came over here, that's the master social worker, and came here to the library to meet with me, to evaluate me. Chris has been coming to the beach to check up on me, make sure I'm safe out there, sleeping in the bushes, living like an animal. the road to where I'm going, what I'm going to do, what is to be accomplished here, that is a small sacrifice. And I had to talk to Marley Marl today, where I'm telling him, man, I said, man, I wish I was back in the army. I go to Afghanistan, man. I don't come back, I don't care. That's the same way I felt before in 1974. Is why I joined the Special Forces. I ain't think anybody cared about me, and that wasn't true. I ain't think anybody cared about me. I can't say it's not true. It's not true. My baby gave me some money today. My baby gave me some money today. Tomorrow she graduates from this course. And I'm going to take her to go get a job. I think I got 2 girlfriends. They're not my women. It's not romantically motivated. The 2 women who like me, who believe in me, and they sure wish they could see me tangibly the way they see me. Watching me suffer like this hurts them. That's love. And I don't think they'd be objecting to going to Canada if I was ready to go to Canada. Or when I'm ready to go to Canada, I'll be ready to go to Canada. I've done enough in America. And all the praise and accolade and all the pat on the back, it really made me feel bad. Because how do you see someone in distress and you don't do something? And that was my mistake. That was my mistake. When I helped Mrs. FRONIE Green. I regret it. I swear to God, I regret it. I don't care what trophy somebody want to give me. I don't want it. And when Cynthia said what she said to me today, it made me feel worse. But I gotta keep my spirits up because I got 23 days. After 23 days, I write the book. So I got 23 days to upload videos. Check out my site. Lots of beautiful shows. Bye-bye.